Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon and thank you for joining us on this Thursday. I'm Jordan Fremstead. There are deep worries today about the health of Britain's Queen Elizabeth. Palace officials say doctors are concerned for the 96-year-old's health. CBS's Ian Lee leads us off today from London.
Doctors are keeping a close eye on Queen Elizabeth at her castle in Scotland. Palace officials released a stark statement about the 96-year-old's health, saying, following further evaluation this morning, the Queen's doctors are concerned for Her Majesty's health and have recommended she remain under medical supervision. The Queen's son and heir to the throne, Prince Charles, along with her grandson, Prince William, have both traveled to be with her. We last saw Queen Elizabeth on Tuesday. Pictures show her appointing Britain's new Prime Minister, Liz Truss. For the first time in her reign, Queen Elizabeth didn't hold the ceremony here at Buckingham Palace as she's been having difficulty getting around. The country held big celebrations this summer as the Queen marked 70 years on the throne. Now, the nation waits for word on the health of the only monarch most have ever known.
I wish she recovers.
I know she's in very good health, and I just wish she'd end her days in peace.
Queen Elizabeth canceled a virtual government meeting yesterday after advice from her doctors. Palace aides say the monarch remains comfortable at Balmoral Castle. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
The Archbishop of Canterbury says the prayers of the nation are with the Queen and the UK's Prime Minister, and many others have sent messages of support.
Well, it sure is a beautiful start here to this Thursday afternoon after a very foggy start out there. Let's get a quick check now on your local satellite and radar picture, and you can see there's really no clouds to speak of. Everything is crystal clear here on the satellite picture, and the City-Cam 8 is definitely matching up with that nicely with a beautiful blue sky there to go around for everyone to enjoy. Temperatures now into the upper 70s to low 80s. It's currently 80 in Eau Claire to the north and 82 in La Crosse, 79 in Sparta. Same temperature in Winona and 80 degrees right now in Black River Falls. And as far as the rest of the day is concerned, we're looking at still lots of sunshine to go around, maybe a few clouds by the early evening, but then clear skies then return here tonight with temperatures going from the 80s this afternoon to the 70s as we head into the overnight hours. So a little on the warm side here all around both today and even overnight tonight. Now I'll have a check on your full weather forecast and I'll let you know when we could be in store for a big cool down and maybe even some wetter conditions on the way, Jordan.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot, Derek. A Wisconsin DOJ investigation is underway after an Adams County Sheriff's deputy fatally shot and killed a man on Tuesday night. That shooting happened in the town of Sprongs Prairie around 7 p.m. That deputy was called to the area after a report of a man walking down the road. Officials say when the deputy approached that man, he found him to be armed with a firearm. The deputy then shot the man, and he was pronounced dead at the scene.
Today somebody picked him up, gave him a ride, because he walked everywhere. And from here to JD Sales on the corner up there, it's a 2.5 miles. Somebody gave him a ride up here to 20th Avenue, let him off. Don't know if they seen a gun, called it in after they let him off. And I seen him a couple times, you know, walking up and down the street.
The events leading up to that shooting are still unclear. Amidst Juul reaching a settlement of almost $440 million, Wisconsin will receive $14 million through that settlement. A tentative agreement between Juul and states resolves a 2-year investigation into the e-cigarette company's marketing and sales practices. Dr. Marr of Gunderson Health System here in La Crosse believes that this settlement is a huge win for the states, especially here in La Crosse, where nicotine has become a real issue.
Here in La Crosse, a couple years ago, we had school teachers in 4th grade taking vaping products away from students. 4th grade.
Dr. Marr also explained that data shows over 106,000 children in Wisconsin will die prematurely due to smoking. Governor Tony Evers will conclude his back-to-school tour with a visit in Tomah today. Evers, along with State Superintendent of Public Instruction, Dr. Jill Underly, made a visit at Tomah Middle School earlier this morning. The pair also visited Miller Elementary. Evers and Underly explained how mental health has affected the youth over the past couple of years during the pandemic and how a plan is going to help those struggling with mental illness.
But we've also, the state superintendent and I are looking at a $250 million investment in mental health services going forward, making it categorical aid so it's not something special, it's something that's part of the school.
Should Evers win re-election in November, he will announce a $2 billion plan for K-12 public schools. The School District of Onalaska has installed new Ho-Chunk land and heritage markers at Onalaska schools. The school district says they are proud of the work and collaboration of those markers and want their students to be educated on the land their schools are on.
As we continue to learn and grow, it's our honor and our duty to ensure that we're educating our students with the most accurate information that we have at the time, and that we teach our students that we're lifelong learners, all of us.
There are heritage markers installed at all 3 elementary schools and the district office. The middle and high school have theirs on display inside and plan to put them out on the ground outside at a later date. Longtime ally of former President Donald Trump is turning himself in. What criminal charges Steve Bannon will face after the break.
One-time White House chief political strategist arrived at the office of the Manhattan District Attorney Thursday to face criminal charges.
Look, we knew the other side would make up lies about me to scare you. Now they're claiming I want to defund the police and abolish ICE. That's a lie. I'll make sure our police have the resources and training they need to keep our community safe. And that our communities have the resources to stop crime before it happens. I'll bring back manufacturing. And I'll pass a middle-class tax cut. And if that's too scary for Washington, then so be it. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Warranties on composite siding often reveal future maintenance, like caulking or even painting. SEMA steel siding requires none of that. Wash it when it's dirty, and you're good to go now and 50 years from now. SEMA's Beauty is available in 25 exciting colors in 4, 5, and 8-inch profiles with matching or coordinating colors for soffit, fascia, gutters, window trim. For a truly lifetime renovation of your home's exterior, call for SEMA steel siding installed by the Board Store skilled craftsman. Call or visit today.
Backed by popular demand, Hy-Vee drive-through flu shot clinics. Just follow the signs in your Hy-Vee parking lot to get your flu shot right from your car. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment or prescription is necessary. Drive-through flu shots are offered on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3 to 7 p.m. Or get your flu shot inside your Hy-Vee pharmacy at any time with no appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you get a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver.
When the insurance company knows that Bygoff and Rohde is on the other side, they know they're in for a fight. They know that if they're not being fair with our client, they're going to find themselves in court, which is the last place they want to end up. So many attorneys will take in a case, but they won't go to court. That's the only way you can hold an insurance company accountable to make certain that you're getting the compensation that you deserve for the injuries you've suffered. And that's how Bygoff and Rohde gets results for its clients.
Think crime is bad now? Mandela Barnes would make it worse. Barnes would eliminate cash bail even after the Waukesha Christmas parade attack, supports amnesty and sanctuary cities for illegals, and had worked for a radical group that wants to defund the police. Barnes has a long record of smearing police while spending your tax dollars on security for himself. Mandela Barnes, wrong on crime, dangerous for Wisconsin. Senate Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now, our community, your station.
Steve Bannon, a longtime ally of former President Donald Trump, turned himself in to face criminal money laundering charges in New York. The indictment, prosecutors allege he was an architect of a multi-million-dollar scheme to defraud thousands of donors who wanted to build a wall along the U.S. border with Mexico. Elise Preston has more from downtown Manhattan.
Steve Bannon, former President Trump's one-time White House chief political strategist, arrived at the office of the Manhattan District Attorney Thursday to face criminal charges in connection with a fundraising effort to build a wall along the U.S.-Mexico border. Bannon had faced federal fraud charges in connection with the project. The Justice Department alleged that Bannon personally received more than $1 million from the operation, but Trump pardoned him on his last day in office.
Steve Bannon could be in great legal jeopardy in terms of prison time.
In a statement, Bannon wrote, "This is nothing more than a partisan political weaponization of the criminal justice system." Bannon also questioned the timing. He pointed out that his arraignment comes with about 2 months to go to the high-stakes midterm elections. It also comes less than 2 months after he was convicted of contempt of Congress for refusing to cooperate with the January 6th committee investigating the attack on the Capitol. He was defiant afterwards.
I stand with Trump and the Constitution, and I will never back off that, ever.
Bannon is scheduled to be sentenced in October on that charge. As for the New York case, prosecutors have jurisdiction because some of the wall donors live in New York. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
2 other men involved in the We Build the Wall project pleaded guilty in April. A third defendant's trial ended in a mistrial. Well, still to come here on News 8 Now, flu shots can protect you from the virus, but there may be something else you could do to protect yourself after the break. See what researchers are saying about flu shots and strokes.
Dr. Mehta knows pain.
Oftentimes, I see patients with pain in their knees, their hips, their back, and it's actually coming from their feet.
Her suggestion?
It's as easy as going into a Good Feet store.
Come in for your free arch support fitting.
Perkins burger, fries, and pie combos are back, starting at $10.99. Mix and match any of our 100% Angus beef burgers with fries and a slice of any of our pies. And don't forget to order pumpkin pies and muffins from our bakery. Order online at perkinstogo.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
They're destroying America and our livelihoods. Now, DC elites are spending big on Brad Paff. The same Beltway bigwigs who wasted taxpayer money that bailed out elite golf courses and luxury hotels are now bankrolling Brad Paff's campaign because Brad Paff supported their big spending, price-hiking, reckless schemes. And that's why we can't send him to Washington. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
New Astapro Allergy. No allergy spray is faster. With the speed of Astapro, almost nothing can slow you down. Because Astapro starts working in 30 minutes, while other allergy sprays take hours. And Astapro is the first and only 24-hour steroid-free allergy spray. Now without a prescription. Astapro and go.
Gary knows golf.
You need to have good balance, good support.
Where to find that support?
2 words, The Good Feet Store. How many words is that?
Swing by for your free arch support fitting.
Although the flu shot does help you stay safe from the virus, there may be another reason to get the shot this year. Thalia Perez has the story.
New research suggests getting a flu shot may lower a person's risk of stroke. A study in the journal Neurology analyzed health records of people who were at least 40 years old, had a first stroke over a 14-year period, and compared them with people who never had a stroke. Researchers then looked at whether patients received their flu vaccine at least 2 weeks before the stroke. Patients who received a flu shot were 12% less likely to have a stroke. The research focused on ischemic stroke, which happens when a blood vessel that supplies blood to the brain is blocked by a blood clot. It's the most common type. Nearly 800,000 people in the U.S. have a stroke every year. Previous research suggests for heart disease patients, getting a flu shot can reduce the risk of heart attack, stroke, or dying from heart problems. The CDC recommends flu vaccines for anyone over 6 months of age to prevent flu and serious complications from flu. Thalia Perez, CBS News, New York.
The study also looked at whether the pneumonia vaccine had any impact on stroke risk, and researchers did not find that vaccine was potentially protective. With that in mind, we send you to break with a live look through CityCam 8. We have some changes coming for your weekend. Derek will have more with your forecasts next.
After an accident, you have an important opportunity to go after all the money you may be entitled to.
When it comes to motorcycle representation for accidents, only one firm comes to mind,
Hupy and Abraham.
They're very well known for handling motorcycle cases. We knew that we could trust them. They got me way more than I thought I would get.
Bikers choose Hupy and Abraham because of the reputation of getting the best results of any other law firm.
Call Hupy and Abraham right now. Tell the insurance company you mean business.
The weekend to-do list. It's a lot easier with the help of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Attachments connect with ease, so you can knock out every task on your list. Whether you're moving earth, leveling a path, or mowing and mulching, one thing you're not doing is wrestling with the attachments. So you actually have time to enjoy your space and work on planning the next big project. John Deere 1 Series compact tractors. Versatile, easy, and affordable. Find yours at Tractor Central.
It's a John Deere day.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Dear Senator Johnson, living on a fixed income, it's a struggle. I paid into Social Security and Medicare every paycheck. So it was a slap in the face when you voted to weaken Medicare. That would increase out-of-pocket costs. And when you wanted to let Wall Street gamble with Social Security, Senator Johnson, you look out for yourself and your fat cat donors, but have forgotten about us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
CityCam 8 is brought to you by the Board Store. A new entry door is like a smile on the face of your home. As the only Pro Via Platinum dealer in the area, the Board Store can help you design the door that welcomes you home. Download the News 8000 First Alert Weather app from your app store today. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Our community, your station.
Extreme heat in California is forcing residents there to conserve power in order to prevent rolling blackouts. Heat has also caused more than 9 major wildfires in the state, which have destroyed nearly 30,000 acres. The unrelenting heat wave has increased temperatures into the triple digits, which have added more fuel to those fires.
Basically no moisture in the vegetation, so we're seeing the fire just having exponential fire growth.
But it's not just fires. The scorching heat is straining the power grid.
Thousands of residents are also being forced to evacuate their homes to escape those deadly fires.
Just an unfortunate situation there. A lot of the smoke from those wildfires actually may impact our weather, giving us some of those filtered sunsets. If you notice that is from the smoke from the wildfires out west, and maybe even some haze here too over time. But now we are looking clear. This was actually going from about 9 o'clock actually. You probably saw that fog roll through overnight, and then it was right around that 9 o'clock time frame where everything came to a close. And here's what it looks like currently. Clear skies, lots of sunshine, 82 degrees. Now the winds here have picked up a bit out of the south-southwest around 21 miles an hour. Our river stage here is at 5.25 feet and rising along the Mississippi. 82 degrees the temperature, and we'll get to the rest of the temperatures here in a second. But satellite and radar, everything looking quiet. So CityCam 8 matching up with our local satellite and radar picture nicely. It's all really thanks to a broad area of high pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere and also at the surface. But really I want to focus on is this cold front back towards the west. Out ahead of it right now, we're getting that strong southerly wind flow, which is helping to keep us warm, and also the breezes here picking up out ahead of the system as well. This cold front is actually expected to drop down our temperatures quite a bit and also give us a good chance of rain, which we'll get to here in just a bit later on in the full weather forecast here. But temperatures now are into the low 80s across the area. It's 80 degrees currently in Eau Claire, 81 in Black River Falls, and 77. A little bit cooler here for you if you're in Viroqua. Temperature in La Crosse, 82, as we saw in Winona, is at 79 degrees. Now my forecast highs today will pick up into the mid 80s this afternoon. I expect Eau Claire to reach around 85 and Sparta at 84 today. Meanwhile, Viroqua will be at 81. Winona should be around 84, and Boscobel down south looking at 82 degrees, so pretty comfortable day for you. Lots of sunshine will continue throughout your day planner. 86 degrees at 3 o'clock, and then followed by sunshine, 85 degrees at 5. By 7, only a few clouds, temperatures at around 81 degrees here during the evening. So quite warm here as we wrap up the day. And that is all thanks again to that south wind that's going to pump in that warm air throughout the day and also into the early evening. Now you notice here comes the changes. That cold front we talked about, here it comes. It's going to be bringing us some cloud cover and some rain and thunderstorms as we head into later in the day tomorrow, but especially tomorrow night into early on Saturday. You're going to be noticing some scattered showers and storms rolling in across the Coulee region, and that's why our rain chances are expected to be pretty high because of the consistent flow here of moisture coming up with this front as it continues to move in across the area. Now behind it though, we're expecting some cooler temperatures as we head into the weekend and next week still to come. Tonight 64 degrees, mostly clear, mild south winds at 10 to 20 miles an hour. For tomorrow though, we'll start to see some increasing clouds. 83 degrees and overall a pretty mild day. A southwest wind this time at around 10 to 15. And you can see over the next 8 days, we expect our temperatures to really go down at least into the upper 60s to low 70s this weekend behind that front, with some pretty good rain chances as that system continues to near us. And then those rain here may even last into early Monday. But you can see our temperatures, Jordan, really just nice and comfortable into the 70s for much of next week too.
That taste of fall we've been waiting for. All right, thanks a lot, Derek. Well, some of you probably pulled an all-nighter watching this match last night. Teen sensation Carlos Alcaraz is into the semifinals of the U.S. Open. The historical quarterfinal match highlights after the break.
Where's the best place for local, fresh, quality meat? The Holman Locker and Meat Market, of course. Purchase a minimum of 25 pounds of 90% lean ground beef for $4.99 per pound or 85% lean for $4.69 per pound. Shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market.
Labor Day is a time for relaxation, relatives, and refrigerators.
Right now, here at Carl's, this Samsung black stainless steel refrigerator is only $19.99.
You can save up to 45% on major appliances. This washer is only $4.39.
Save on Serta iComfort Hybrid and Perfect Sleeper sets. Check out these specials and more during Carl's Labor Day sale going on right now.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
What fireplace have you always envisioned in your home? Let La Crosse Fireplace Company turn your empty space into something beautiful. We'll design more than just your heat and glow fireplace. We'll help you pick out the perfect stone, mantle, and hearth, making your heat and glow fireplace the vision you've always dreamed of. Isn't it time you've got the space you've always wanted? Visit our showroom or call La Crosse Fireplace Company to get started. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
Derek Van Orden, former U.S. Navy SEAL. Over 20 years of active duty, defending America in hostile territory. 5 combat tours, hundreds of missions, sea, air, and land. Now, he's on the most important no-fail mission of his life.
Saving America for my grandchildren and yours.
Grandpa, we're just going to the park.
Yes, we are. You guys ready? Yeah. Derek Van Orden and I approve this mission and this message.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality, local meat. Now's the time to stock up with our fall freezer filler bundle. Call and order yours today. Eat healthy, shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
The First Alert Weather app. Stay ahead of the storm. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Our community, your station.
Some history in the making. We head out to New York, where tennis sensation Carlos Alcaraz is into the first ever Grand Slam semifinal. Take a look at this shot here. Alcaraz goes behind the back and hits an amazing passing shot to win the point. Alcaraz defeated Italian Jannik Sinner in a high-quality 5-set match that lasted 5 hours and 15 minutes. This is the second longest U.S. Open tennis match and the latest finish in U.S. Open history. The world number 3 made a narrow escape by fending off one match point in the 4th set. Should Alcaraz win the U.S. Open, he would ascend to the world number 1 ranking, and he faces U.S. phenom Frances Tiafoe tomorrow in Arthur Ashe Stadium. Impressive stuff for sure. We'll be right back with a final look at your forecast.
It's Throwback Thursdays at Hy-Vee. Tyson bone-in wings, only $1.99 a pound when you buy a 2.5-pound bag. And 4 packs of Cutwater canned cocktails, only $9.99. Thursday only. And visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
Like most people, I bust my butt day in and day out. I earn every dime of my paycheck. It's the Wisconsin way.
But Governor Tony Evers supports paying welfare benefits to people who won't work, even after they turn down job offers.
That's a disgrace.
That's a disgrace.
It's a slap in the face to hardworking people like us.
Tony Evers should know better.
Tony Evers should know better, but he doesn't.
Tony Evers, our failed liberal governor.
In every case, we bring an experienced legal team to work on behalf of our clients.
Jim Schwabel was a very personal guy, hands-on, and anytime I had a question, I could call him up, and that made me feel like I was at the top of his list.
I can't imagine us having gone to anybody else.
Well, they just plain outright hit it out of the park with me and helped me out through all of it.
Call Schwabel Getz and Sieben or visit us at schwabel.com for a free consultation.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present Our Community Cares.
Join us for Steppin' Out in Pink at Riverside Park, Saturday, September 10th. Help raise money to support breast cancer research at the Gunderson Norma J. Vinger Center for Breast Care. The 2002 Taste of Summer Beer and Wine Tasting is happening Saturday, September 10th from 4 to 7 p.m. at Clearwater Farm on Alaska.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
It's Throwback Thursdays at Hy-Vee. This Thursday, Frito-Lay Tostitos, only $1.88. And buy one, get one free on Mia Italian flatbreads while supplies last. Thursday only. And visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
Download the News 8000 app today. Connect with us on Twitter at News8News. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
Another warm day is in store for tomorrow, but we could see some increasing clouds here out ahead of this next disturbance that's going to be bringing us some cooler and wetter conditions to work with, especially this weekend and possibly even lasting into early next week on Monday. But the rest of next week looks fairly nice, with highs in the 70s, mixed clouds and sun. Low temperatures cooling down as well into the 50s.
Those 70s this time of year. Thanks a lot, Derek. And thank you so much for your time at home. We appreciate it as always. We'll see you right back here tonight at 5 o'clock. Have a great day.